The president of the Senate is the third order to succeed the president. He, the Senate president, is the number 3 citizen as far as the Constitution is concerned. The race for the Senate presidency is therefore an intense one, especially the 10th National Assembly. The heavyweight contenders include the incumbent, Ahmad Lawan, Senate Chief Whip Orji Uzor Kalu. Others are Senators Godswill Akpabio, if you remember him, Jibrin, Barau, and newcomer Oshiomhole. Of course, we do also have Mohammed, Sani, Musa from Niger State East. Now, the immediate past former Senate leader and senator representing Borno South Senatorial District, Ndume, has thrown his hat into the ring. He wants to be Senate president. The APC federal lawmaker talks about fairness. For him, there's no zoning of the Senate presidency.
The party will zone. That is the tradition. The party will zone those principal officer positions.
Yeah.
The party will zone. That is what we have.
But he says fairness must come in.
Lawan, what is fairness? He said they didn't zone the presidential primaries. But the tradition has always been to zone.
Okay.
The tradition has always been to zone. When PDP were there, they too were also zoning these positions. So he wants to contest, he wants it to be a level playing field. You know, he contested against Lawan that time and lost in 2019. Lawan is not going to contest this time around. Those doubting, those dropping his name, they are just being mischievous. Lawan will not contest. We can't have someone from the Northeast as vice president of our country, number 2 man.
Number 2,
and then number 3 will also be from the Northeast, another Muslim from the Northeast.
It cannot happen.
It's not going to happen. There are some things that are so easy to predict. So Lawan is going
out
to
of
be,
the equation.
Yes, he's going to be an ordinary member, a senior member. You know, he's
a ranking senator.
Himself and the senator from the Abga senator from Abia, Abaribe. They are the oldest now.
Yeah.
They are the oldest now in that Senate. They will provide guidance. Their experience will be valuable. And I fancy Lawan's capacity to help the incoming government to stabilize. You know, he has that charisma, he can make it happen. But the party will zone those positions. The party is already looking to take a decision between the South-South and the Southeast. Between the South-South and the Southeast.
So you are looking at the spread. You are looking at the spread. The president is Southwest.
Yes.
The vice is Northeast.
No, it's political balancing.
You need balancing. You need balancing so that everybody will feel carried along.
A sense
Even
of
positions
inclusion.
such as chief whip, this and that, they will all be zoned. That's the tradition. That's the only way you can have fairness and there won't be friction even after the whole exercise. APC leadership, NWC, they will zone. I'm certain about that. And I'm telling you that they are looking at the South-South and the Southeast. Right now, the South-South and Southeast, they are in contention.
Yeah.
Ultimately, they are going to take a decision between the South-South and the Southeast. And you and I know that many times they look at even performance and all that. You know, for me, I want to see the Southeast given a pride of place. Yeah. But it's not the way I think that politicians think. So I give it to them. I am not a politician. I will never become one. I give it to them that they can decide that, okay, this is the way we are going.
But reason is expected to prevail. You know,
that's why I said that they may be looking at performance. I'm not going to explain what performance.
I see. Jamil, but you should be scandalized that at near 63 years of being an independent country, our politics is still being fashioned along religious and ethnic lines.
No, it's not. This one is not religion and ethnicity. It's still federal capital a federal
Federal
character,
character.
and it's in the Constitution.
Yes, no, we
Yes,
have
it's
we
in the
have
Constitution.
6 geopolitical zones. So the southwest is president-elect, northeast
Vice
vice
President.
president-elect. That's number 1 and number 2. So automatically, those from the southwest and northeast cannot take part
Yes.
in
In the number
in
three.
number
three
three
and
position.
number 4.
Number 3 and number 4.
Yeah.
So we are looking at south, south, southeast now, and the names that keeps coming up: Orji Uzor Kalu, Akpabio, and Oshiomole. But some people want to argue that Oshiomole is the first timer. There is nowhere in the extant rules of the National Assembly
yeah.
where they say that a non-ranking member cannot emerge as a
As Senate
principal
President.
officer.
Has it
Yes,
happened before?
Well,
The APC zone did
Akpabio
majority
became
minority leader.
minority leader.
Yes, so no, it's
as-
different. At that time when he was minority leader, he was not in the APC.
Was it in the PDP?
He was in the
it
PDP.
was in
That
the
was
PDP.
what the PDP was sitting in minority, and that was who they wanted.
Yeah.
Now, talking about principal officers from the APC,
Yeah.
do you think
the-
the APC, by tradition, would
Look at an Oshiomole.
put a newcomer in the mix? I don't think they will do that.
Well,
I don't
you
think
see,
they will do that.
it
It's
will
how
have.
the
But
unprecedented-
Oshiomhole is in running.
See,
I don't know
He
yet.
is in running.
see the,
You know, but the
know
people
the
who are in the
difference?
running that we are seeing, I've not even seen him among such people.
but
Those
Jide,
who have really thrown their heart in the ring go.
BKO, the difference between a Tinubu presidency and a Buhari presidency is such that we have a Buhari who is non-aligned, is for nobody, is for everybody. That's why a Saraki
It's
will
not
go
even
and dump.
in 2019.
Yeah.
The president told the National Assembly that he wanted OVA, Omar Agege,
Yes,
as
as
deputy.
deputy,
So it's
Senate
not even
President.
completely true that he will not.
but no,
salute.
but in
He
2015
insisted that that was who he wanted.
Yes, and they delivered
Yes,
it to him.
and they gave it to him.
And you know, just in 2022 too, he insisted on the chairman of the ruling party.
And they gave it to him.
And they gave it to
so
him.
it's not in all cases that he's,
So-
he's detached.
Yeah, but we have a Tinubu who understands politics and who has been part of it since even before since 1982. So I see a situation where he will be able to balance both the ethnic, the religious, and even the all the tendencies that tends to, because especially the issue of the southeast, which is very, very critical, at least to assuage some frayed
That was what
nerves.
that was what Obasanjo was saying yesterday, that the incoming administration.
Now it's coming down. Obasanjo is coming down
He
now.
started this whole thing with the letter that he wrote, you know. But let's not even go into that. He said that the incoming administration must heal Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we have been saying that here. You know, Nigeria has to be healed. Every Nigerian must feel that, look, this is truly my country. You know, and those stoning their country because politically things didn't go their way. My advice to them is behave the way Kwankwaso behaved in Kano. He lost in 2019. He didn't bring the roof down.
Now
He
has
left
Kano.
them alone. He said, okay, you said I lost. Okay, no problem.
Oh,
And
okay.
he came back. He's much more popular
Yeah.
in
Than
2023
it was
than
in
2019.
2019. All right.
You know, and he has achieved his aim.
my take for them is, you know, I finished from University of Ilorin. There is an adage. They say, ológìní tó fi ogún ọdún ṣàárẹ̀ kì í ṣọ̀fọ́n ní ọ̀sọ̀jọ́ tí ó kù fún.
In English,
That's
it means
the lingo, Ilorin lingo.
Yes, Ilorin lingo. Ológìní tó fogún ọdún ṣàárẹ̀ kì í ṣọ̀fọ́n ní ọ̀sọ̀jọ́ tí ó kù fún. I won't say more than that.
all right.